Hi everybody, today's Pilates class is going to be about 55 to 60 minute class. We're working through the whole body. We're going to mobilise the body standing up first, then we're going down onto the ground to do some really basic core Pilates and getting into some stronger work using small hand weights. Then we're coming back up to standing again to do what we've done before to see the difference that it makes with using hand weights. And then we've switched on all our core in between. Really good foundational class. We'll begin standing. We might do some of our traditional stretches. So we start with some shoulder rolls. Mobilising of the body is always good. See if we can bring those shoulder rolls the opposite way so they're coming forward. Forward. I'm just allowing my body to move with it. It's a little bit free flowing. Just shoulder rolls. And then standing tall, roll both the shoulders up, back and down. So we take the hands behind us. So we've really opened the chest. Bend your knees a little bit and arch the spine. Lift the chin, breathing in. Now exhale, we're going to scoop the belly and the body and curve the upper back. Breathe in and open and arch the spine, lift the chest, exhale and scoop. Tuck your tail, see if you can start drawing in that pelvic floor there. Inhale and open, exhale and scoop and tuck. And again, inhale and open, exhale and scoop and tuck. And releasing back to standing. A lot more open with that upper body. Doing some lovely little gentle twists. Remember to lift one heel off the ground as you turn so you don't hurt your knees. Let's let the head flow with the movement too, so the head turns and the hands just are loose, or the arms are loose around the body. Nice gentle spinal waking up. And then we're coming back to a stillness and back to the center. Okay, standing nice and tall. Let's do our roll down. So I'm standing nice and tall as if I'm against a wall. Breathing in as I exhale, I tuck the chin. We're just going to do this in increments. So you're pulling in under your rib cage here, just to there. Feel that pull in under the ribs and then roll back up against the wall. So nice and long against a wall. Again, breathe in, exhale. Feel that pulling through the belly, the ribs. Now go a little lower, start pulling in through the navel. We go like halfway, let the arms hang. So you really have to use the tummy here. And then roll back up. So as soon as we go beyond that, it becomes a stretch. So we breathe in now, we exhale, we contract. Then we're going to go beyond the halfway and then it becomes a stretch. So you start to let go of the belly and it becomes a stretch through the legs. So let's stay here for a few breaths now. We're going to move the head around. So just do it like a yes and no, forward and back movement. And then a side to side like a no movement. And perhaps even sway and swing the upper body. Just excuse me, find some looseness in that upper body if you can. My knees are still soft. I haven't straightened them completely. I'm still warming up my body. Okay, find a stillness there. Now feel your feet on the ground. I want you to grip the toes into the floor and feel how that activates the arches of your feet. Keep that happening as we draw up through the pelvic floor. Soften your knees. Begin that contraction through the belly and under the ribs and then roll up. And that's how we come up off the ground. Let's do it one more time. Breathing in. Exhale as we roll down. Remember that contraction, it's very important. And the action through the feet. Now we're just doing one breath here, a breath in. And then we exhale and we roll straight back up. So hopefully a lot more loose through that body there. Okay, in this position, I'm stepping my right foot forward, a tiny little stance. Just tiny, both heels are on the ground. And this one I'm going to push out into my hands so my wrists are flexed. And I'm going to do that with my arms. So I'm going to bend and up, bend and up. So it's sort of like this, bend, up. Just a little knee bend, both knees bend, and the weight is even on your feet. And as you push out through the wrists, you start to feel that stretch down under the arm and right into the armpit. And you can feel the calf muscle at the back there. I really want to get that calf muscle happening. Gently warming the knees as well. Okay, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lifting and stepping into that front right leg. Now we've got the left leg, we're stretching it out the back, a little bit of a balance. We're going to swing the leg back and forward. Now if you think you need to hang on to something, do so. Always just a loose swinging through that leg. It's a bit of a balance challenge. That's it. And then swing it forward so you balance, then stepping it back into a lunge. So we're going to go lunge and swing. Back into a lunge and swing. Now if you're finding it hard for balance, hold on to something or just tap the foot forward. Lunge and swing. Lunge and swing. 5, 4, pull the tummy in as you lift that leg here. 3, 2, 1, and stepping it back to feet together. Let's do another roll down, breathing in. Exhale as we contract through the core, rolling down with the knees. Perhaps you might straighten them a little bit more now. Big stretch, inhalation, press into the toes, exhale, roll up. Use that tummy. All the way up. All right, now we're stepping our right leg back. So we've got the left leg forward. Same thing, we're going to do the wrists. But this time with the arms, just a slightly difference. We're going to go back and front. Back with the arms and front. So we're still doing our little knee bend, back, front. Getting that calf stretch in the back leg and also getting the knees working. Front. Push out through those hands. Perhaps we'll take the arms a little higher to about shoulder height now. Just really get that stretch there. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and now standing forward, taking that leg back, and we're going to do our swinging. So the right leg is moving, holding on to something if you need to. You can hear the horses, I don't know if you can hear that. The horses are just down in the barn where I am. That's it, 3. Really challenging on the standing leg. Now we're going to take it into a lift and a step back into a lunge. And a lift and a step back. Lift, step back. That's it. Remember to hold on to something or you tap the foot if you can't balance and lift. 4 more. We're pulling in that belly, particularly as we lift that leg. 3, 2, 1, and coming back. Alrighty, let's do a nice figure of 8 with the hips. Loosening up. And then see if you can do it the opposite way, that figure of 8. That might feel a little bit uncoordinated. That's it. And coming back to standing. All right, coming to the front of your mat. You've got your weights handy. We're going to come down onto the ground. So maybe we'll see if we can do this. This is a little bit of a challenge. We'll rise onto the balls of the feet for balance. And then see if you can bend into the knees. Some of you, your knees may not let you do this, and you come right down into a balance. Is that okay? And then come onto the ground. Well done. Okay, we were going to use our roll down to come onto the ground. So hi Jenny, if you can hear me, welcome to the class. We're using little hand weights today, and we're just about to go down on the ground. We've done a bit of warming up. Okay, here we are. Let's just hold on to the legs. I'm going to bring my feet and heels together, but my knees are apart, so I can squeeze the heels and get that inner leg action happening. So the heels are squeezing, I'm drawing up through my pelvic floor, and then I'm going to just tuck my tail and scoop the belly. So I've got the support of my hands and I'm really scooping in here. And then straightening up, and also you pull on your legs. So you really lift your spine. So you can feel that you're perched on your sit bones. Then draw up that pelvic floor, and now you roll off the sit bones and you scoop. Inhale as you come back up on the sit bones, nice and tall. Exhale as you scoop. Inhale as you come up. Let's let go. Same principle, pelvic floor on and scoop. So you start to really use the abdomen, and you're squeezing your heels. Inhale up. Exhale as you scoop. Squeeze the heels. Inhale up. And again, scoop. Let's do 4 more. And then we're going to use it to roll all the way down to the ground. 1, 2, 3 more. 2. Got your camera sorted there, Barb? She's having trouble. Yeah. 3, and 1 more. 4. And now we're going to roll all the way down. So just make sure your hand weights are near you so that you can use them when we roll down. So ready to see if you can use your belly to go all the way down and onto your mat, using that lovely technique. All right, we're down on the ground. Let's bend the knees so the feet are flat and we're in our neutral or natural spine position with that natural curve. Okay, going back to some of the basics we did last week, and their foundational work, and that comes into some of our stronger work. So we're relaxed here for the moment, drawing on the pelvic floor. So lifting those pelvic floor muscles, the baby, the bladder and the bowel, and relax them. And again, draw just the pelvic floor, lift the pelvic floor. Let's hold it for 4 counts. 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. And again, drawing on and holding. 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently release. One more time, drawing up that pelvic floor and hold. You can feel that connection into the lower belly if you want. We put our fingers in there last time, so just feeling in from the hips and relaxing now. Okay, now I want you to feel into your hips before we start using hand weights. I really want you to feel that you've got your foundation right. We're going to start on the toes. So I'm bringing my feet together and I've gone right onto the tips of my toes. My knees are squeezing together. I'm in my neutral spine. I'll just turn so you can see me a little. And I'm going to take my right leg out to the side, keeping my left leg steady, and then bringing it back. Squeeze them briefly and let the left knee go out to the side. And squeeze them back and open the right. We're alternating. Now as you do this, I want you to keep the pelvic bowl very steady. So the fingers are there to help feel the muscles activated. The back of your hips stays neutral, stays on the ground. And you're just keeping that lovely stability and core strength. Nice, like a bowl of soup's not going to spill on your lower belly. That's good, just open. So it's very controlled, it's not a falling of the leg, it's an opening, a controlled open and a controlled back. You can feel the back of your hips are staying steady on the ground, so one doesn't lift as the leg goes open, it stays the same. And again, each way. And up. And relaxing, now flexing those feet, hips width apart. So changing with what we're doing, hips width apart, and now we're going to literally push up the butt to a wedge position and down. Push up and down. So we're getting our butt, the back of the legs and the hammies working. We're flexing the feet to help stretch out the calves a little bit there. Push up and down. Up and down. 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Back into neutral. Now take those feet just a little bit wider, but I'm turning them out. So I've turned the feet out and they're a bit wider. Now the same thing. You're going to go up and down. Tap the butt. Push the butt up. Tap the butt down. Push up and down. Push up and down. Up and down. So you can feel it differently in the buttock muscles there. Up and down. Different butt muscles are working. Another 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now coming back down to the ground. Bring those feet back, right together again. Back into our neutral spine. Just check your ribs are down and the shoulder blades are down. Okay, we're going to take the weights now and take them straight up to the ceiling. Okay, holding them there, just really anchor those shoulders. Drawing up through the pelvic floor, coming back onto the tiptoes of the feet, knees together, open the right knee and bring it back. Open the left. Now really notice if you can manage to stay stable here. So we've got the arms are different. So you've got to use your belly a little bit harder and really anchor the shoulders. You might find that you're a bit wobblier, which is interesting. So all we've done is change the arm position. Just makes us have to work harder. Open one side, keep the left side steady, then open the left, keep the right side steady. Really keep the knees vertical. As you open one knee, the other one stays vertical. Open. So really feel that if you're wobbling around or if you're not staying stable, just modify and don't open the knee too wide. Okay, one more each way. Open. Open. And popping those feet down onto the ground. Okay, check your posture again. Now we're going to work with the arms a little bit more. We're going to slide the right leg away and the right arm over the head. Flex the foot as you slide that leg away. Slowly bring it back into the butt. Left leg. Slide the left leg away, left arm over the head. Flex the foot when you get to the stretch, straightened leg. And slide it back in. Let's do again, right? Just sliding for now. Sliding the right one. It's the same principle through the pelvis as we continue here. We're keeping our neutral spine, but we're also trying to keep really steady as we do this. Let's go again, one more each way with the slide. Going to make it stronger in a minute. It's getting that real foundation. And back. Okay, now we're drawing up the pelvic floor. Now we're taking the right leg off the ground and the same thing. Lengthen it away, flex the foot, but it's off the ground. Bring it back, put it down. Right, left leg off the ground and slide it away. Flex it out and bring it back and down. That's it. And lift and lengthen it away. We're doing same arm as leg here. Keeping nice and steady through that pelvis and through the shoulder girdle too. Extend and back. Right side again. Drawing up through that pelvic floor if you can, and the tummy. And left. We're doing one more each way. Right side extends. Keep the rib cage down, back of the ribs down. And left. And back. And let's take those feet hips width apart. If you want to flex the feet, you can. This time we're going to use our arms now, and we're going to push straight up with the butt, and arms go out to chest row. And butt taps down, arms come up. Again, push up and down. I've got a slight bend in my elbows just to soften around the joint there, but opening those arms right wide, and the elbows can just kiss the floor. And same with the butt. You come back and you kiss the floor with the butt and push straight back up. All right, let's do another 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Flattening the feet, turning them out and a little wider. So that same position we had a minute ago with the feet. Same arms, we're going to do it again. Push up and down. So we're still doing chest row with the arms. Push up and down. Really getting into the different butt muscles here with the feet turned out. And open and down. Okay, 7 more. And down. And 6 and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Should feel your butt there. Come down, and let's pop the weights down and have a little hug of the knees. So just rocking from side to side there, and give the back a little massage. And hopefully it starts to stretch out the butt too. We're going to continue staying here on our back like this. So really feeling that lower back now on the ground and the whole shoulder blade area. You can place the hands flat down on the ground. If you want to make this easier, you actually sit on your thumbs. We're going to take our legs up and we're going to cycle the legs. So harder as you take the hands and just have them flat. And some of you, I might make it a little stronger. So you can make this cycle quite large, so you're really using your abdomen, but really trying to keep that lower back on the ground for this one. Nice big cycling motion. It doesn't have to be fast. Feeling those legs, those knees and hips going. That's great. Some of you can take the arms above the head. That's a lot stronger. And let's go backwards in our cycling motion and flexing out the feet here. So you start to get a stretch as well. So it's very strong. You've got to keep the back of the rib cage on the ground also. That's good. A few more rounds. Two, 1, and hug those knees. You should feel that really. Just have a little massage side to side, massaging that lower back. All right, coming onto the ground with your feet hips width apart, comfortably apart now. We're going to grab the hand weights for this one. We've got the hands down by our side with the hand weights in hand. We started to do this last week. We've got a natural curve in the lower back. We're going to draw up the pelvic floor and we press the lower back to the ground. So we activate that lower tummy and then you roll up just to a wedge. So you're not pushing too high. So the idea is you've still got that pelvic floor and that tummy gripping. And then we roll back down to the ground, all the way back through the spine and into your natural curve again. Now we're going to do it with the weights in the arms. So we're rolling up, drawing up the pelvic floor, press the lower back, tuck, and slowly roll up. Bringing those arms all the way up above your head to just off the floor. Now keep them there and see if you can roll back down with the spine. That's great. Breathing in, bringing them up, the arms up, and breathe out, exhale, bring the upper body off the ground. And we're going to pulse. 10, 9, contract. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lowering down to the ground. Have a breath in and out, back to your neutral spine. Let's try that whole sequence again. So we draw up our pelvic floor, press the lower back and tuck the tail, beginning to roll up off the spine. Really feel that articulation. Rolling right up so the hands are over the head. Just off the ground the hands are, leave them off the ground. Then slowly roll that spine back down with real control. Roll it back to the ground. Bringing the arms up to the ceiling, breathing in. And exhale, let's contract that upper body and pulse it. 10, 9, 8. See if you can keep that pelvic floor lift here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming down. Let's try that one more time. Just going to move onto my mat a bit more. All right, ready to go. Pelvic floor, tuck your tail, slowly roll up. Take those arms up above the head, just off the ground. Breathe in and exhale, imprint or roll that spine carefully down to the floor. Breathing in, lift the arms and exhale, contract the upper body and pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing down to the ground. Having a big breath in and out there. All right, let's take the, let go of the weights and bring the hands onto the back of the head for support. All right, little ab curls here. So we're going to start with it a little bit easier. Shuffle those feet a little further out from your butt. They're still hips width apart. We want to draw up the pelvic floor and we want to lift the upper body and contract. So we've got the support of the head. So it's a shortening of the front of the body and a lengthening as you come down. And a shortening as you come up and a lengthening as you come down. Let's breathe out to come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale. We're bringing in leg lifts now. So we're bringing exhale, right leg to tabletop. Inhale, pop it down, upper body down, left leg. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, down. Alternating, exhale, right again. Inhale, pelvic floor check. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Using your breath in the mouth, in the nose, out the mouth. 3 more each side. Keep the back of the rib cage on the ground. So we're moving quite slowly, we're not too fast. Sometimes sustained movements are a lot more challenging. You really find the muscles work harder. Last one. Come down, placing that head down and feel that lovely length in the back of the neck and shoulders now. Okay, taking your hand weights and we're going to take them straight up to the ceiling. They're about shoulder width apart, my arms. My shoulders are anchored to the ground. I've got that lovely upper body posture. The back of the ribs is on the ground and I'm in my neutral spine. I'm going to bring my right leg up to tabletop. We're going to slowly lower and straighten the leg and lengthen both arms above the head now. Then you're going to bring it back up to the center. Hold the arms, take the right knee a little bit out to the side, keep the left knee steady, bring it back. And again, lower and straighten the right leg and arms, bring them back up to the center, take that leg out to the side a little bit, keeping the left hip down. And again, lower and extend, back up, and out to the side. Nice and controlled, lovely, and continue. Exhale. Inhale to center, exhale out to the side. Keep those arms nice and vertical. And again, exhale. And up. If you find it gets too strong at any stage, just take a rest or pop the weights down. Let's do another 4. And up. And side. And back. And again, 3, up, side. So it's a trick when you take that leg out to the side, you've got to keep the left hip and the left knee nice and steady. So you don't take it out too wide. And our last one now, and extend, and back, side, and back. We're going to place that foot straight onto the left knee. So the right foot's on the left knee. So doing slightly different movement now, you can flex that left foot if you choose or just have it flat. We're doing a single butt push-up with a chest row. So you push up with the arms wide and tap the butt down. And again, push up and down. Up and down. Keep going. 6 more. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Pop that right foot down and we're ready to establish your posture for the left side. If you need a little break with the arms, bring them down. Just have a little break with the arms for a moment. And then bring them straight back up. I've got very light weights, so it's I forget that you fatigue with the heavier ones. All right, drawing up the pelvic floor, floating the left leg to tabletop. Off we go. Lower and extend left leg and arms. Bring them back to the center. Taking the left leg out to the side. Keep the right hip down and back. And again. Lower and extend arm and legs. Leg and arms. And side. Back and continue. Extend, up, side and back. That's it. Extend, up, side and back. Side, good. 4 more and 4. Up, side, back, 3, keep the back of the ribs down, 2, shoulders really help you anchor here, so you pull the back of the shoulders down too, last one. Then placing that foot onto the knee, that left foot onto the right knee, and ready for our chest row with our butt push up and down. Single butt push up and push up and down. Up and down. Keep going. That's it. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Let's place the weights down now, undo the legs, and we're having a little stretch out. So I'll just show you from this way. Take the arms out to the side wide. So the shoulders are down, the arms are out wide. Separate those feet so they're a bit wider than your hips. Breathing in, and exhale, we're going to take the knees to the right. And as you do this, because the feet are separated, you really push down through that right hip to get a flex. And turn the head over the opposite shoulder. Breathing into this lovely stretch. Then bringing the legs back to center and changing sides. The other way. Turning the head. Keep those shoulder blades down. Really get that lovely opening through the front of the hip there. And coming back to the center. All right, rolling over onto one side where you can still see me. Let's grab a hand weight, or if you're like me and your hand weights are very light, you can put them both into the top arm. We're going to bend that bottom knee and extend the top leg straight. I'm going to take my arms up to the sky with the hand weight. Squeezing through that tummy and pelvic floor, lift the leg into the arms and lower. And lift and lower. You can start to extend the arm a little bit further over the head if you like, but don't let it pinch in the shoulder joint. Just to wherever that arm will go. And lift and lower. That's beautiful. We're keeping nice and long through the waist here. Working those oblique muscles and under the arms there. 5 more of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little stretch. You might just push into the foot, stretch into the arm there. And then bringing those arms over, and we're going to rest them on the hip. Lifting that leg again. Now bringing it forward in line with the bottom knee. Turn the toes down and flex the foot. Tap the toes and lift. Tap and lift. That's it. Tap and lift. Tap. You can lift the leg relatively high there. Really feeling it in those buttock muscles. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing that leg behind and straightening that underside leg. So now you've got a little, this back leg's on the ground, the bottom leg's down. We'll rest the weights. You might need to come up like this so that you can reach the weight onto the leg, and we're going to lift and lower. Lift. So with the weights resting, or weight resting on your leg, it's a little stronger. If it gets too much, you take the weight off. Drawing in through that tummy and pelvic floor. 3, 2, hold the leg up on 1. Flex the foot, turn the toes up, tap the heel and lift. Tap and lift. Tap. That's it. Still got the weights on the leg. Weight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on 1. One more set. Turn those toes down and little pulses. We did the same thing last week. Little pulses just off the ground. Up, 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 up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing that down to the ground. Beautiful. Pop the weights down for a moment. Lie back down into a nice straight line with your body. The top leg's on top of the bottom one, and the heels, you're trying to get the heels even. So what it does is it lengthens this top waist, bringing the hands onto the top hand onto the floor for balance, and making sure you're not arching in the lower back. So if anything, you're tucking the tailbone just a little bit. We're going to try our double leg lifts. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. If it's too much, just lift the top leg only. Lift. Lift. 7 more. 6. 5. Keep that lovely length in the top waist. 4. 3. 2. 1. And releasing down to the ground. Coming up onto that underside forearm, bending that top knee. We've got weights in our top arm, and we're going to take them up. Now we're doing this one, foot to hand again with the weight. Foot to hand, that's it. Stronger is you're lifting your whole body off the ground. Most of you know this one. Lift up and down. So it's a real contraction through the core of the body to get up off the ground, and you're using that shoulder nice and strong. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's swap sides. Swivel right over to the other way. Coming down on that underside arm, we've got the bottom knee bent and the top leg straight. Making sure you've got that lovely support for your head. I'm on my arm, it's quite comfortable, but some of you might like to put a cushion under there if it's more comfortable. We're taking the top arm with the weight or weights in the hand and ready to lift the leg to the arms. And lower. And lift. And lower. That's it, being mindful of your shoulder joint. So just taking that movement to where the body will cope without straining or stressing it too much. You don't have to take the arm right over the head if it's not comfortable. Keep that tummy pulling on. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and extend. Have a little stretch for a moment. Push into the foot, reach into the arm, then bringing that arm over and onto the hip, lifting that top leg and bringing it forward in line with the bottom knee. Flex the foot, turn the toes down, tap and lift it up. Tap and lift. Tap. That's good. This is a real butt killer, this one. That's good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and place that leg behind, and we straighten the underside leg now. You can rest the weight or weights on that leg. I'm going to come up a little bit off my arm so I can reach and lift and lower that underside leg. Lift, lift. So we're still aware of our pelvic floor and our tummy. We've got some action happening in there, some conscious action as we continue. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the leg up on 1, flex and turn the toes up, keep going, tap the heel and lift, tap and lift, tap. It's good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, flex the foot, turn it down, and last set little pulses, keeping it up off the ground. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing it down. Popping the weights down. We're lying right back on that underside arm if you came up like me, and straight legs now. Really lengthening that top leg so the waist lengthens. We've got drawing in through the core, we've got a slight tuck in the tail, and we're double leg lift and lower, lift and lower, lift, lift. That's it, being mindful as you lift not to jerk. It's a smooth lift, not a jerk and a lift. So you want to really use the core of the body and right round here, lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing down. All right, we're coming back up onto that underside arm now, right up on, and straightening the bottom leg. Top leg is bent. Grab your weights in your top arm, ready to do foot to hand with the weights. Foot to hand, that's it. Option is to start lifting the butt off the ground here. Squeeze and lift your whole body off if you can. Lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And popping that down, we're going to flip over onto our knees now. Coming up onto the knees. We'll have a little stretch out. So we're going to start on all fours, taking that right knee out to the side and back to begin with. Still working with the butt and the hips, taking it side and back, side. That's good. 6, 5, keep the shoulders back and down. 4, slight pull in through that belly. 3, 2. Now hold the leg out on 1. See if you can extend and bend. Extend and bend. Extend. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it out and pop it down onto the ground. So now we're going to have a little stretch. I'm going to tuck my back left toes and pull my bottom back. So this lovely inner leg stretch happens, and you can reach out and release the wrists. So breathing here, let's have at least 4 or 5 breaths in this stretch. One more breath. And gently coming up, back onto all fours. Okay, now we're going to take this leg, we're going to kick it up and across, up and out, up and back across, up and out. That's it. So you're moving the hips. You still want to try and use your tummy as much as you can, really getting that butt lifting, butt strengthening. Lift, lift. 3 more only. 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and bringing it back in. Let's have a little moment here to take the knees wide and circle the hips. So you do a lovely circle motion here. Just loosens up the hip sockets. It's a little bit gentle, quite nurturing through that whole lower belly area. Circle the other way. One more circle. And then we're back onto all fours. I'll just turn around so you can see. Shoulders back and down. Slight grip with your fingers on the floor here so that you're activating the muscles through the wrist to help support it. Those of you who have really bad wrists, you can come down and onto the elbows. So ready to go with that other leg. Left leg side and back. Side. 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 That's good. Side. Tummy's on. Best you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're holding the leg out on 1 and we're going to extend and bend. Extend and bend. So this is very strong. To really work through the whole core and the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it out on 1 and then place it on the ground. Tucking through those right toes and pull the bottom back to the heels for our stretch. And we're reaching the arms forward here. And breathing into this nice stretch. I'm actually pushing into the outside edge of that left foot and I'm pulling up through the thigh muscle to give it a bit of extra oomph. 3 more breaths. Then bringing those hands in and coming back onto all fours, ready for our kicking motion. So pull your tummy in, lift up that leg and tap it over and across. Oops, I'm hitting something. Up and back, out to the side. Up and back, over, up and side. Up and back, up, side. Up, back, up, side. That's it. Keep going. This one. And 4 more. 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and releasing that leg down. Let's have a little stretch. Tap the toes back, reach the hands forward, and just stretch here for a moment. Have a couple of breaths. We're going to see if we can push into a downward facing dog, which is right up here. If that doesn't work for you, just come onto all fours. But having you go up, really stretching out the calf muscles here and opening through the shoulders. Having a few breaths, finding the openness there, a lovely stretch through the back of the legs. Then we're going to walk the hands to or feet to the hands, come into a hang. Now we're going to have to fossick around and find our weights. So grab your hand weights wherever they are and ready to roll up using all the techniques we began the class with: feet, tummy, soft knees, and we're upright. Okay, using our weights to do a couple more things that we did at the beginning of the class. So we're going to start with the right leg back and we've got the left leg forward. We're in our lunge. So we might just do some straight bicep lunges to start with. So we've got our hands forward. So straight up and down with our bicep curl happening. That's it. Now the body's a lot more warmed up. Lunge. We'll see how you can balance now after doing what we've done on the floor. 5 more like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to do our step forward, tap, and step back. Step forward or tap forward, tap back. Now those who want to work stronger, it's a lift and a lunge. And a lunge. So same as we did at the beginning of the class. If you want to do it with the weights, noticing any difference in your body. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bringing it back to center. Let's do a little roll down in between, breathing in. Exhale, rolling down. Really use the contraction here. Now you've got the weights, it's more prominent. You have to really use that to support the back. Stretch it out, breathing in. Use your toes. Pulling that tummy under the ribs as well and roll up. All the way up. Stepping our left leg back now into our lunge position, palms forward. Ready for our straight bicep lunge. Bicep lift, curl and lunge. That's it. And just a reminder not to get a swing with the arms happening. It's a real lift. So you engage the muscles. That's it. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to do our tap forward. So I like to do opposite arm to leg here, just helps me balance. But if you find the same arm as leg is good for you, then try that. Coming into a lunge and a lift if you want. Just do the tapping if it's enough. Otherwise the lunge and the balance. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to standing. Beautiful. Let's just do that little figure of 8 again to loosen out our hips. And back with the other way, the opposite way with that figure of 8. Okay, we're going to do one more stretch before we finish. We're going to step our legs quite wide with the feet turned out, and we're going to start breathing in, arms up, breathing out, arms down. Breathing in, you can use the weights if you like, or put them down. So a little bit more strengthening for the legs and the arms, just for this last one. Breathing in, breathing out. 3 more. Breathing in, breathing out. 2. 1, and up. And then bending over into that right leg. You can pop the weights down if you like. We're getting another stretch through the inner leg there, but we're going to do a little twist with this one for those who want. You're putting your left hand down and you're opening up into your right arm. Breathing here. 4 more breaths. Changing it over to the other side, bending into this one. You can stay here or go lower into the twist if you like. Two more breaths. Coming all the way up to standing. Turn those feet a little more parallel. I'll just go side on so you can see me. And we're going to interlock the hands behind the back. So really opening the chest. Push the palms together here and the arms are pretty straight. Then soften our knees a bit and coming down. We're coming into a strong forward fold when pulling the arms away from the body. If you want to straighten the legs, you can. That's up to you. And breathing here, really opening. Use that lovely breath to go deeper. 5 more here.
And let the arms hang down, let those shoulders release. Let the head release, give it a little move, let the upper body. Big breath in and out. And then carefully rolling up to standing.
And bringing those feet in. And we're going to take a big breath together, right up. Stretch and look up. And bring the hands to your heart. And not doing any relaxation today. We're going to go, thank you, there. Standing, finishing. Well done. Woohoo! Thanks for joining me in that class. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm teaching live on Monday mornings at 9:30 if you'd like to join the live class. Otherwise, you can always get these recordings. Just email.